activities which has helped to tame the many security challenges bedeviling the region. The major security threats within the Southeast region include the activities of the terrorist indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB for short, and its militant wing, the Eastern Security Network. Illegal bunkering activities, as well as weapon and ammunition trafficking. Other security threats are kidnapping activities for ransom, cultism, assassination, and communal clashes within the various states in the Southeast region. While the potency of this successionist group has largely been degraded from what it was before now, the group still remains largely resilient and continues to employ opportunistic attacks on soft and hard targets to portray their relevance within the region and other services within the joint operational area. The Joint Task Force has continued to optimize its operations against the terrorist group within the region. Hence, I want to reinstate our collective resolve to work relentlessly in building on these successes and containing the emerging security challenges in the region. This brings me to the aim of this brief, which is just to acquaint you with the first quarter 2024 operational activities, basically highlighting the achievements of the Joint Task Force Operation Udoka. Therefore, in doing this, I will first highlight some of our operational activities as well as our challenges, as well as the achievements within these operational activities. And thereafter, I will also highlight some of our modest achievements within the non-kinetic operations we've conducted over this period of time. First, a look at the highlights of operational activities and achievements of the Joint Task Force Operation Udoka. The Joint Task Force, though, has continued to employ many non-kinetic operations to win the hearts and minds of the populace, the complex operational environment in the Southeast region has necessitated the continuous conduct of kinetic operations. IPOB activities are primarily concentrated in Sector 5, which is Anambra State, and Sector 4, Imo State, though there is a growing presence in Sector 3, that's Abia State, Sector 2, Ebonyi State, and Sector 1, Enugu State. These criminal elements have targeted military and police personnel on duty, especially the police that are sparsely deployed or stationed in the various operational environments. The purpose of most of this assault, it will interest you to know that it is basically to increase their arsenal of weapons and ammunition, which is in an effort to deepen the capability to further weaken the capabilities of the security forces. Other activities by the proscribed group that undermines civil security within the joint operational area includes kidnapping for ransom, as I stated earlier, arms and ammunition smuggling, and trafficking, as well as assassination activities. Now, in line with our mandate within the Joint Task Force, we have conducted a series of notable operations that have significantly improved the security situation within the Southeast region. Now, the security situation within the Joint Task Force area of responsibility from December 2023 to April 2024 has been on the low ebb, as is calm, though still very unpredictable. And raid operations, anti-illegal bunkering operations, anti-kidnapping operations, as well as arrests. As you can see it on the screen, clearance operations alone within this period, we have conducted over 183 clearance operations, with Sector 1 conducting 22, Sector 2, 28, Sector 3, 28 clearance operations, and Sector 4 having the highest number of clearance operations, which is 74, while Sector 5 has conducted 31 clearance operations. Looking at other operations like anti-bunkering operations, within the Joint Task Force area, we've conducted a total number of 258 anti-illegal bunkering operations. While anti-kidnapping and rescue operations, we have had 27 being conducted within Sector 1, 11 within Sectors 2 and 3, while 8 and 10 within Sectors 4 and 5 respectively, which totals to 67 operations. Now we have also arrested several people within this period, and I assure you that a total of 168 persons have been arrested, while some of these within our own detention facilities, most of them have been handed over to the police and DSS for further investigations. We have identified and destroyed several IPOB camps within the joint operations area. Notably, in January, we destroyed 4. Sorry, in December, we destroyed 4. In January, we destroyed 3. In March, we destroyed 9. And you can see that a total of 16 have been destroyed. Now, several IPOB members have also been neutralized within this period. We have a total of 35. These figures might not really reflect the total number of people that have been neutralized, as there are other smaller operations that we've conducted where some of these people have been neutralized and some of these camps are also been destroyed. A total of 136 IPOB members have been arrested over time, with the highest number being arrested in December. Some of these people are presently with us. We are using them to conduct further operations, while others have already been handed over to the police and DSS for further investigations. There are several weapons we've equally recovered within this period, different types: AK-47, G3, FN, locally fabricated guns, den guns, and pump-action guns, as well as pistols. So over 153 different weapons have been recovered within this period. We have also recovered so many explosives. As you know, the use of explosives within this joint operations area is becoming rampant. They are always making use of IEDs. Either they throw it onto our moving vehicles, or at times they are being planted along our routes of advance. So some of them were destroyed actually in situ, while a few have also been recovered, totaling to about 52. There were also so many recoveries we've had in terms of ammunition, different calibers, both high caliber ammunition, low caliber ammunition, then cartridges, all have been recovered within this period. And I'm happy to tell you that we have had more than 6,000 recoveries of different types of ammunition. Just imagine the enormity of what these 6,000 rounds of ammunition will cause within the society if they had actually been circulating within the wrong hands. Now, there are also several victims of kidnapping activities that were rescued within this period. A total of 117 have been rescued from December to April, with December having the highest number, which is 91. Several vehicles are also recovered. You recall that I told you we recovered some vehicles when we conducted the operation in Mother Valley, and we have a total number of 46 vehicles that have been recovered. While some have been handed over to their various owners who have come to identify them, a few others are handed over to the police, while others are still awaiting the owners to come for proper identification of their vehicles. Several motorcycles as well are also recovered, while a good number of them have also been destroyed within this period. Our Headquarters Joint Task Force Operation Udoka will continue to carry out its operations that are aimed at further disseminating the threats to national security within the joint operations area. Similarly, we will continue to work with other sister security agencies to ensure that the tempo of the operation is maintained and improved upon. Now, a few highlights of some of the non-kinetic operations. It will also interest you to know that apart from our kinetic efforts at ending the criminalities within the Southeast region, the operation is also engaged in several and a wide variety of non-kinetic activities. Kinetic activities alone or military actions alone cannot in any way stop this. We need to make maximum use of this line of operation. The operational successes recorded so far in this area of responsibility wouldn't have been achieved without some of these modest civil-military cooperation activities. Events were recorded, which I've highlighted, and we have also ensured that the joint operations area is safe and the citizens presently can go about their normal businesses. The joint task force will continue to engage, liaise, and interface with other security agencies and community leaders in charting a way forward for a secured environment in the Southeast region. We will equally redouble our efforts at improving the troops' capacity through training, which has been the cardinal pillars of the vision of the Force Commander Joint Task Force Operation Udoka, and he has always also given the required equipment for the operation to continue conducting for us to continue conducting our activities. To also interest you to know that the erstwhile sit-at-home order that had been imposed by this IPOB, it's on a very low level of implementation, or on a very low level of, by the citizens. These days, you find out that the Mondays that were hitherto not working days are being utilized, and economic activities going on everywhere.
As a prelude to enhance the capacity gap that the Headquarters institution had, and in preparation for the general election. And there's no doubt the operation did very well. And after the election, if you recall, before the election, there was this threat there would be no election in the whole of the Southeastern state by the IPOB SN elements. So for the elections that are taking place with that problem, shows that the operation did well. Based on that, the operation was discontinued around May, end of May, and somehow within that short period there's an upsurge on acts of criminalities, so that will be brought back in July ending, and by December, because of Golden Dawn 3, it was also put on hold, while Golden Dawn 3 took part of that festive period. And after that, it was a 1 month, Golden Dawn 3 was a 1 month operation. And since then, we've been doing Operation Udoka. And there's no doubt from some of the achievements that were reeled out that the operation had done very well and is still doing well. And that operation, the successes recorded, of course, wouldn't have been possible without the strategic support from the Defense Headquarters through the Chief of Defense Staff, General Musa Guabin, and our very amiable Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja. From time to time, they support us with logistics, they support with equipment, they give intelligence, they give strategic guidance, always. And that's why we've been able to achieve this much. But by and large, when we came in, I came in as the first commander and the general officer commanding in July. There is no doubt there are a lot of challenges we met on the ground, but with the support of the media, I think we've been able to achieve the modest achievement we've had. And there's no doubt that the military, the Joint Task Force, and the media really have a lot to talk about. Painfully, the people that IPOB, ESN claimed they are fighting for, they have actually been the victims. Unfortunately, this reality is not actually being sent out. If you look at the number of people that have been kidnapped, ransoms paid, people killed, a good number of it from the statistics available shows they are actually from the Southeast. So what fight are we really talking about? If you look at the number of people that have been killed, or let's even look at the sit at home. How many billions are being lost monthly? Are they not Southeasterners that are feeling the brunt? So the fact remains that these are just criminals. In a criminal enterprise, they are just using this political agitation or secessionist agenda to deceive people. And the good thing is that based on some of our kinetic and non-kinetic operations, the people have come to that realization. And thank God we are all coming into the Southeast on a Monday. And as of July, the number of activities, commercial activities you will see, compared to what you have, there is a wide margin, because people are actually tired. And they know that these people, most of them, those that escaped from during the Owerri jailbreak, are the people that are now going to the bush and masquerading as IPOB ESN. That is the reality. And we will leave no stone unturned to make sure that we restore the glory the Southeast Nigerian is known for. We continue to work with other security agencies. We are continuing to work with the civil populace, and most importantly with the media, to actually tell our stories for us, even as much as the essence of we having this engagement is also to tell our story, because if we don't say it, you'll probably not be aware that the Joint Task Force Southeast Operation Udoka had done so much. So on this note, I want to welcome you. You've listened to the briefs, and there may be one or two issues that you would like to clarify. I have my staff here, my official staff officers, so that I think we can just look at some of these issues, and if there is anything that you feel we still need to do, we are more than willing. That's to tell you that we get the strategic guidance from the headquarters, and we are also willing, or we are actually partnering with all strata in the society. Thank you, and you are all welcome. The sit-at-home turned out to be the major issue in the Southeast. Once you are coming, as Mr. Lucky rightly said, people will say, how do you want to get to Southeast? How are you sure you are safe and all that? So, responding to what Mr. Martins wanted to know, that how have we been able to achieve this issue of sit-at-home? I mean, stopping it. The truth remains, it's all about criminality. I've mentioned, I will enjoin you to look at the losses being incurred every Monday. An average Igbo man wants to go to his shop, sell his wares, come back, so make money to take care of his family. You are not saying he should not go out. I mean, who is losing? So when we came on board, we tried to have this engagement with the opinion leaders, and a good number of the state government were able to make that pronouncement. And the military, the joint task force on its own, was able to provide that secured environment for anybody to go and do whatever he wants, any day, anytime. And that is how we've been able to achieve this. Consistency, meticulous planning, and demonstration of will, and having the buy-in of the opinion holders, having the buy-in of the political leaders, and that's why we are where we are today. You can do everybody is right for anybody to protest, but you cannot, as provided for in the Constitution, say nobody will not have rights to do what he wants. These things are well captured in the Constitution of Nigeria. Now, Mr. Lucky, you want to know a part of whether the same is replicated all over the other parts of the Southeast. Please, you need to go around. And I hope that before you came here, if you've not done that, you were able to go to the streets, you're able to make some recordings so that you know. If you want now, I will take you to Owerri. If you want now, I will take you to Enugu. I mean, Abakaliki. Abakaliki is not far. You want to go to Oka. Because people have come to the realization that these people are just criminals. So I will put it to you, that is where it is everywhere. For those areas that you don't see or people don't want to go to work, maybe you should be off the camera. They are just seeing it as part of extended, that you just look at it as an extended weekend. Yeah. So it's just their own decision, but for security, for the environment, it's replicated everywhere in the Southeast. Now, Mr. Kingsley, thank you for your question. What strategy have adopted to be neutral? Well, that's what the military teaches us. Nigeria is remaining as an entity today because in the military, there's no Christian, there's no Muslim, there's no Igbo, there's no Hausa, there's no Yoruba. If you look at my staff, I'm a Yoruba man, a lot of them are not even Yorubas, but we work together, because Nigeria must be one. So my coming in here, I don't want to know whether you are from Anambra, you are from Enugu, you are from Imo, or whatever. I know it's none of my business. What the law says, there must be security, people must be free to conduct their businesses, and that's what we've been doing. And once you are caught trying to add to the amount of insecurity in the environment, you'll be dealt with accordingly, because the laws are clear. And what we do is that we have our rules of engagement, we go with those rules of engagement, and we make sure that any form of criminality is removed from the society. And we, at this level, is unimaginable that I will now get involved in favoring anybody. No. I think we've gone beyond that, and that is where the nation is moving to now. It does not matter where you come from. For those that may be too young to have the understanding, the mayor of the southeastern Nigeria was a Fulani man, Altine, many years back. So how did we get it wrong? So we continue to support. I don't care where anybody comes from, but let just the right thing be done. I think Mr. Israel, management of Mr. Ismail Musa, management of the seized vehicles. There are a lot of all the options you are profiling. Actually, so what we have actually looked at. The environmental degradation is actually a consideration. But I don't know if I use that. We are all from here. If you have to start auctioning whatever was seized, a lot of issues comes up. A lot of issues come up. We've had instance, no, it's 10,000 liters. No, it's 30,000 liters. It's 50,000 liters. So what we did is that we have an area that is not that every vehicle that is seized with these products we just burn indiscriminately. There's already an area. When you talk about waste disposal, talk of the effect on the environment, that we actually take those vehicles or those products for destruction. I think it's good for everybody, and that's why you see that the rate of illegal oil bunkering has gone down drastically in the Southeast. And we also work well with our neighboring formation, that's 6th Division, that's Operation Delta Safe, to make sure that they don't have any hiding place to continue to sabotage the economy of Nigeria.